Am I wrong for telling my brother and relatives they were not my family after they abandoned me the moment my parents died? My parents died in a car crash when I was 7 and my brother was 9. I still remember that morning so clearly. Mom kissed my forehead and told me to be good at school. Dad ruffled my hair and said he'd pick us up with ice cream after school. I was so excited. They left smiling. By evening, everything changed forever. They got hit by a daytime drunk truck driver. Mom died on the spot. Dad fought for days in the hospital, clinging to life with tubes and machines, but he slipped away too. My brother and I sat at school waiting for pickup. A social worker came and took us to Grandma's house. I could remember constantly asking for my dad, and she told me, "Daddy's busy with work right now." I told her to call my dad because I wanted cookies, not fully understanding that they were never coming back. We were sent to live with my aunt temporarily. After the funerals, the social workers planned for us to stay with our aunt or uncle, Dad's younger brother and sister. But none of them wanted me. My uncle agreed to take my brother in, but he couldn't take care of me. When asked why, he said, "Girls are too much trouble," he told them flatly. They called every one of Dad's relatives, even cousins, but no one wanted me, probably because my parents were not rich and didn't leave much inheritance, just a little money to get us halfway through school. Every single one refused. Our grandparents were too old to qualify. Mom had been an only child who aged out of foster care herself, so there was no one on her side. My only option now was foster care. Mom's best friend, who was also in foster care with her, showed up at the funeral. She had moved across the country years earlier, yet she came the moment she heard about the accident. She was asking about me and my brother. When the social worker explained that my brother was going with the uncle but no one wanted the girl, she got furious. She knew how much my mom had struggled and how she would have hated seeing her daughter tossed aside. She knew how much my mom loved me and would have hated foster care for me. She talked to her husband that same night, and they said yes. My uncle signed away his rights because he was supposed to be our legal guardian. I begged my brother to come with me, but he refused, saying he wanted to stay with my uncle. He promised to call every day, and after 1 week we parted ways. Adjusting was hard. I had nightmares. I cried for my parents every night. But my aunt and uncle, now mom and dad to me, were patient. They helped me through the tears, read me stories, and never made me feel like a burden. For years later, they had twins, a girl and a boy. Even with their own children, they loved me just the same. We were a real family. I started calling them mom and dad because it felt right. They earned it every single day. My biological brother and uncle sent cards and called on holidays at first. That stopped after 3 years. We went from minimal to no contact. I missed them, but whenever I tried reaching out, they said they were busy. Or my uncle would say my brother was busy with sports and after-school activities, or my brother is resting because he had a long day. But whatever, I never lacked love in my new home. I am now 17, and my grandma died recently. I was supposed to attend the funeral. Over the years, Grandma and Grandpa never stopped reaching out, and I loved them dearly. My parents, the twins, and I flew out together so I wouldn't face it alone. They knew I was scared of losing people and wanted to be there for me. We planned to stay a week so I could spend time with Grandpa. Everything felt strange and familiar at the same time, old streets, old faces. I met my brother again for the first time in forever. He was doing well. For a moment, everything was going well. Then I introduced my family. "This is my mom and dad," I said, motioning to my parents. Their faces changed, especially my brother's. I introduced the twins as my brother and sister. My uncle muttered, "How can they be your siblings if you're different races?" For context, I'm white. My mom is white. My dad is African American, so the twins are mixed race. I ignored the remark. But side comments kept coming, but I let them slide. We were supposed